Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Black Hair in the Big Leagues. I'm your host, Salisha Thomas, and this morning is really special. It's really special. My interview today, oh, first of all, she's very beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh, was not ready for that. But also, this interview was scheduled a little while ago, and guess what just happened yesterday? Tony nominations came out. Oh, and my heart is Twitter-pated. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I'm sitting down with a very special lady this morning who just made her Broadway directorial debut and who just yesterday received a Tony nomination for her work. Y'all, there is nothing like seeing us succeed. I feel, I don't even know her and I feel proud. I feel so oh y'all, okay, I'm sorry. Let me get through this. My guest today graduated, this is really casual, with a BA from, I don't know, this little school called Princeton, and got her MFA in directing from Yale School of Drama. Last year, she was named resident director of Lincoln Center Theater, and she was recently named a 2018 United States Artist Fellow and a 2020 Lincoln Center Emerging Artist. And boy, has she emerged. Please help me welcome Tony-nominated director from the skin of our teeth, Lileana Blain-Cruz.
Wow! Can you introduce me to everybody, please?
Go! Let's go!
I'm the hype queen, and I have met my match. I've met my match, and I'm like, whoa, whoa!
Oh, it feels good, don't it?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
How are you today? How are you feeling? What is going on?
Woo! Well, that wonderful, energetic intro has me emotional. It has me emotional. It really does. And the sun is shining.
Come on.
And I have so much gratitude. I have so much gratitude, you know, not only to be here, but to have company, you know, to share that space with Camille Brown. And
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, and Michael R. Jackson, and I'm like, yes, 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 yes to this moment. Let's continue this moment. And yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
There are people celebrating with you. You've got a whole community who is celebrating with you. People who knew who you were, they're celebrating with you. And people who didn't know who you were, who know who you are now, they're celebrating with you.
Thank you.
So where were you when you found out?
When I found out.
Yeah, like what was that? What was that moment?
So the night before, I was like, oh, yay, okay, that's exciting. And I was like, wait, I'm a little bit stressed. And I didn't realize I was going to be stressed. I was nervous. I was nervous because I cared so much about the show. I cared so much about the people that were there. And then I woke up. And by there, I mean the people who helped make the show, the cast, the beautiful, wonderful cast who embodies the skin of our teeth. And I got up the next morning and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a very long shower.
Oh my God.
I played some music.
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
put some candles on and I scrubbed. And then I came out and then I was like, my phone is either going to be silent or it's going to be like full of love. And it was full of love. And I was very, very happy. So I had to wait after the fact to hear it. And then I got a whole bunch of lovely, lovely messages. And I was really, really happy.
I have a question for you. Going into this, did you like have this on your horizon, like that this could be a possibility? Were you thinking about it?
You know, it's so funny. I was, you don't think about it until all of a sudden people are like, oh, it's Tony Day tomorrow. And you're like, oh, right. This show is eligible for these things.
Oh, right.
And, right. Oh, right. Here we are. I'm here.
You're here.
Oh, wow. So it was exciting. So it wasn't on the forefront of the making of the work, but once the work was being seen and the accessibility of it and the scale in which the audience and the way in which it was promoted, you know, kind of extended it's a whole new ball game, you know.
How long was this show? Did you know that you were going to do this show? Like it just opened in April.
It
Like
did.
did you know that this was on the calendar last year? Did you just find out?
Yeah, we had been trying to figure out what show to program since during the pandemic. So it's been in the works for more than a year, but we knew that it would be in the spring slot. And then I didn't know that they had positioned it in the spring slot, but then somebody afterwards was like, oh, that's right before the Tony cutoff. Like you're just making it in right
Oh,
before the Tony cutoff. And I was like, what?
you're like, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I'm just trying to do the work.
Play because we've been in COVID and in a pandemic, and we have to make something good because if we want people to come back to the theater, it has to be good.
Yes, it
Yeah.
has to. Yes, it has to be good. Why did you choose Skin of Our Teeth?
Mhm.
It was written in like the 1900s, right?
Yeah, in the 1940s, it was written during World War II. And, I had been wrestling with a play that could both embrace how crazy we all felt, you know what I mean? How insanely through this kind of emotional roller coaster that we'd been through, and yet at the same time celebrate a sense of joy in survival and continuing in the midst of that sense of chaos. And I didn't want it to be on the nose, and I wanted it to be fun, and at the same time a big old feast of an event. And there was something about the line that Mr. Antrobus said at the end, which is, I've never forgotten for long that living is a struggle, that I was like, woo. And also this other line where he's like, I've lost it, right? I've lost this desire to pick up again. And it hit me because I just remember that feeling of exhaustion so many people talked about, which is like, really, we're going through this again.
Again?
And again, really, like, haven't we learned?
Didn't we
And
do
and
it?
didn't we do this already? Didn't we do this? How are we
We
still
did this.
experiencing this? I thought we did this. I thought we were moving past that. And yet, and at the end of the day, though, there's this reaffirmation of life, this reaffirmation of choosing to continue, and the brilliance of humanity to continue forward. And I really saw that manifested in Black folks.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come
Like
on.
resilience, ingenuity, the ability to, against all odds, literally every single odd that you could possibly imagine, tenfold upon us, and yet being able to step back up and say, yeah, we're going to do it again. And you know what? I'm going to bring this little invention with me as we continue. Like, that is remarkable.
Wow.
That is remarkable. And to center us at the center of that humanity, to center us from the beginning of time, beginning of mankind, was really moving to me. And so that's why I chose play in
Interest.
particular, landscape,
Your director's note. You mentioned like the Antrobuses, they're going through like apocalypse after apocalypse and rebuilding each time. And it makes me think like, oh, that's what our pandemic, that's what it felt like.
It did. I mean, I was in New York, and I just remember literally feeling like I was in every single disaster movie I've ever seen of New York
Yes.
City. Every
Yes.
disaster movie, it was quiet. Streets are quiet. Nobody's there. Silent. Helicopters hovering. Literally reading Parable of the Sower at the time of the pandemic was like, I was like, we're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
This is it, and people did, and it's
Yeah.
and that is a trauma that we are still currently processing, like, yes, we're back to work. Yes, we're working, but that is deep. You know what I mean?
We will always have lived that.
Exactly. And the truth is, we have lived, and that's what's remarkable about the play, is like, we have lived through calamity. We lived through a moment where the world stopped. And then it's a reminder that, oh my God, the world has stopped before,
Oh
and
my
yet,
God.
and yet we have continued. People have tried to murder us, kill us, take us down so many times, and yet we persevere. It's funny, like, one of the shows that, so I feel very blessed to have built a body of work, and Rosalind Ruff was one of the amazing actors who's playing Mrs. Antrobus. But one of the shows that we had done together was Susan Laurie Park's The Death of the Last Black Man in the Whole Entire World. AKA the Negro Book of the Dead. And there's something about circular structures, you know, that somehow speak to just like moments in time that are massive cataclysmic shifts, right? And so I remember when we were doing The Death of the Last Black Man in the Whole Entire World, like that was right when Trump was being elected, you know, and it was a terrifying moment. It was literally, even
Now you don't have to remind me.
Listen, it feels like PTSD because it
Yeah.
is. It was a
Yes.
traumatic experience.
Yes.
And so that piece itself was a tether for me of like the possibility of survival in the midst of the attempt to kind of continually like brutalize and take, you know, the Black family down. And so the skin of our teeth, you know, again, broadening the horizon of the sense of like centuries, millennia, thousands and thousands of years of devastating experiences as human beings, you know, like it is remarkable to me that somehow we are able to continue to survive. And like that is actually something worth fighting for, like our lives, our spirits, our, you know what I mean? Our propensity to continue forward is amazing. And that doesn't negate all the things that we've gone through. It is just, it allows all those things to be simultaneously. And that felt important to me for why.
I love that. Like the rebuilding. I have my assistant who is in town. He lives in Oregon. He's here right now. And he was born on September 11th, and they went to the 9/11 museum yesterday. Like he was born, like he's like young, like that is crazy. Like he reads about it in the history books. He goes to museums, and it's something to go through. Like we're living, how many things are we gonna live in our lifetimes and have to rebuild?
Yeah.
Also, your cast is very large.
Yes.
Yeah. I was
so bring the whole party in. Let's bring them all in. Let's bring everybody to the party.
Bring everybody to the party. Was that your choice? Was that in the original script?
You know, there's not a description of how many people are in the script. There's like 7 kind of central characters, and sometimes people vary how large or small they want that to be. But it felt important to me, if we were going to try to embody like a world, that world was large and that world actually looked like the world that we live in, and that it embraced as many complicated, wonderful, beautiful universes.
Yes.
And that felt important to me. So yeah, I tried to get as many people as I could on that stage.
I would like to ask you, let's see here. I mean, I want to ask you about your hair, but I'm like, there's so many like things. I'm like, there's just so many exciting things. But I do want to ask you a little bit about your hair journey, since you are on Black Hair in the Big Leagues. I love are these twists, passion twists? Are they faux lock twists? Are they in like individuals? They're beautiful.
They're individuals. Thank you. They get twisted. Lisa Bailey, she's amazing. She's super fast too, but they are.
How long does that take? Because I've only done faux lock.
Yeah, no, she's done it in, I would say, 3.5 hours.
Shut up. I don't believe you.
When I tell you, listen, I have not changed my hair for a decade. I rock a fro generally. And I was like, curly fro.
Yes.
But the hair was, the hair got damaged. I used the product that I was like, my hair is shrinking. Wait a minute, my hair is shrinking.
What?
It was really problematic. It was Diva Curl. I know. And at the beginning of that journey, I know I have to say it because I really do think it was that product. At the beginning of the process, it looked real cute. I was real happy. And then later I was like, why is my texture changing? I was like, is it stress? Is it like my hormones? Is it blah, 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 blah? I stopped using that product.
Lileana.
And I was like, I put twists in my hair, and I was Googling it. And I was like, am I the only person?
Nope.
And people were like, no, people got messed up. And it hurts my heart because like people's hair like literally changed.
Yeah. And people trust Diva Curl. That was my first curly hair cut.
Me too. And I was really happy at the beginning because I was like, oh, I can see the definition. It looks beautiful. And then it shifted. And I was like, I don't know if they changed the product. I don't know what happened, but I was like, I have to leave that alone. and I needed to like get a protective look. And then, my hair is growing back and it's getting bigger. So like summertime.
Oh my gosh.
Vibes will be back.
I'm so glad that you said that. Because I've heard people talking about like the reviews and hearing about it, but I've not talked to anybody who they were like, I was using the product. And it's one of those, like, I would love to reach out to them. I'd love to be sponsored by them, but not if it's doing that.
Yeah.
Not if people are being negatively affected by it. Like, it's not.
No, and it's scary and it's sad because you love something for so long. You're like,
you want to trust it.
Good to me. I know. And it wasn't, but a friend of mine, Lucille, who has beautiful curly fro, put me on to this woman called Melanin Hair Care, and she has beautiful, beautiful products. Have you heard of her?
I think
it's
so.
Beautiful. Like leave-in conditioner, beautiful like black soap shampoo.
It's called Melanin
Hair Care. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. It's beautiful, very simple, and like works wonders.
I'm like, I do want to try that because I have seen it and I've not tried it yet. So why does representation matter?
Woo! It matters. It matters. It is, somebody talked about, I remember like when I was starting out as an artist, and there's, I think, particularly in people who work in performance and theater, there's a question of like, what does this actually do? You know what I mean? Like how do you feel the impact of the work that you do? And I remember I was like in a fellowship and we had visited the Ford Foundation, and they're like, there's not a belief that there's an immediate, like, you do this and people will vote. But we do believe that art has the capacity to change culture, right? And so like, that for me was like, right, it's about a long game. It's actually about a cultural change. And so if you see yourself manifested on stage, if you see that you are possible to take up this space, then that changes. If you are uplifting and celebrating the humanity of these individuals, then you are saying, yes, these people are worthy. Yes, these people deserve to be seen. Yes, absolutely. This is a worthy opportunity of understanding what it means to be human beings. And yes, Black people are at the center of it. Finally and fundamentally, the end, period. You know what I mean? Like that is how it matters, because we do internalize what we see. And it's I guess I'm also uplifting for Colored Girls so much because it was my entry point into the theater. When I was, my little undergrad self at Princeton, I was like, what play can I do for my thesis? And somebody was like, have you ever read For Colored Girls? And it was like, I didn't know nothing about theater. So I was like, what is this text? Not knowing that me and every other college girl was like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, do you know who Ntozake Shange is? You know what I mean?
What is this text?
But it felt like it was speaking, it was literally for me. It said For Colored Girls. And I was like, oh, somebody cares about me. Somebody cares about me and my experience, And that is so huge, to feel that care and to feel that love and to feel seen. It is actually a really powerful, moving experience to be seen.
I'm so overwhelmed right now because I'm looking at you and I'm like, you are representation. When I look at you, Lileana, I'm like, I'm an actress today, but maybe one day I could be a director because I'm watching you do it. I'm talking to you right now. That means you're human. That means you're real. Like this, you're Tony nominated. For the people who don't know that the director of this Broadway show is Black, they're gonna know on June 12th, 2022. During the Tony Awards, when your face pops up on the screen as being Tony nominated, and dear God, if you win, that's just a whole other thing. But literally just being in the room, you're a part of history, and it's so exciting. What makes you feel seen?
Oh, that is a great question. It's in the work, like I love, there's so many there's so many ways in which I've seen. I mean, I feel like we see ourselves in music so often, you know. I see myself in, okay, so two shows that I love. Random Acts of Flyness. Have you seen Random Acts of Flyness on
No.
HBO? It is it lives up to its title. It's super random,
Come
but
on.
it's like this strange, surreal journey through Black thought and conversation. And it is so beautiful. And they're, you know, working on a season 2. And I loved it because I was like, oh, right. Like my imagination is wild and surreal and doesn't follow
Yeah.
linear forms and like is involved in conversations that are outside of the mainstream. And then there it was.
There
And I
it
was
is.
like, oh, look, that's us.
This is
Look,
it. That's us.
you know, it's like a reaffirmation of your existence. And I'm like, oh, I love that so much. And so many beautiful artists are a part of that. And then I remember watching Michaela Cole's I May Destroy You, which I thought was one of the like most amazing shows that have happened in so long. And I was
Where's
just like,
that? Where's that at?
I May Destroy You. Have you not seen I May Destroy You? Please watch I
No.
May Destroy You. Listen to me.
Is it on
I feel like I'm
Netflix?
promoting HBO. I'm like, hey,
Oh,
HBO,
HBO.
hey, we working together. Hey, I'm promoting your shows. But I May Destroy You is amazing. And again, like her cinematography, her storytelling, her like uplifting of Black friendship, and also like the complicatedness of being a woman in the world. It is just so masterfully done that I'm like, artistry. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh.
So I get excited. I get excited by good work. I get excited by music. I get
Yes.
excited by people dancing in the street.
Come
I'm
on.
excited for summertime. I'm excited for summertime.
Let's
Are you
go.
excited for
Girl,
summertime?
I am like, it can't come fast enough. I was laying in the park for 5 hours yesterday. 5 hours in Central
Yes,
Park.
literally, like lemurs, like please,
Give me my
sunshine.
tan back. All right, I know I have to let you go. If for those of you who are listening, I only got like less than 30 minutes with her, and I'm like, I want to ask her the whole world, and I have to let her go. But before I let you go, I have to know, what are you gonna wear for the Tonys?
My hair, I don't know, but I'm excited. I want to do, I don't know, I want to be big, you know, like I'm trying to embrace, I'm going on a color journey, you know, because I wore Black as a New Yorker for so long. And I tried to like keep
Yes.
it like, you know, trying to look cute and
Come on.
in the Black. And now I'm like, you know, I love color. I love neon colors. I love brightness. I love
Wait, do you have a
vibrancy.
stylist?
I might, but you have a recommendation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a stylist, go with her. But I would love to style you. No, but if you, I would love to.
Hold on, let's have. I'm gonna write this down. But for real though, because I want vibrancy, and I see the yellow and the pink and the bright color, and I'm very excited by.
I love a formal moment, and if you wanna, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
Hey, I'm excited. Yes.
I mean,
look at the universe. Look at the universe.
I would be so happy to. Anyway, I know I have to let you go. You have to go. How can people find you, Lileana?
Woo! Next show is Dreaming Zenzile about Miriam Makeba, the South African singer at New York Theater Workshop. So look that way at New York Theater Workshop. But I got a new official page, Lileana Blain-Cruz official at Instagram. Oh, I'm an auntie now. I'm accepting it. I'm accepting my auntie-ness.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's very slow. It's like 4 posts right now.
Come
it's on.
Like, at Lileana Blain-Cruz official?
Yep, Lileana Blain-Cruz official.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably hit you up on there just so that we're connected.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you. I'm celebrating you.
Thank you.
This is
nice to meet you on this platform. Thank you for doing this. It's so nice to meet you.
Sis, I'll be praying for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. You guys, Tony-nominated director Lileana Blain-Cruz, director of Skin of Our Teeth, playing now at Lincoln Center in New York City. Come on, at the Beaumont Theater.
Yay.